Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good evening and welcome to Evanston High School for live coverage of Star Valley basketball on the SVI Sports Network, Swift 98, and the Spur. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you as we have the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Going to tip-off in about 14 minutes from right now. Lady Braves and the Braves in Evanston. Now this is a big game for both of these squads because both teams coming in having split games. If you remember, going all the way back to December, these two teams played in Riverton. Evanston wins that game on the girls and the boys side, and then Star Valley girls and boys get revenge at Afton a couple weeks ago. And so this is kind of the tiebreaker scenario for these two games now.
Yeah, very first game of the season. Evanston and Star Valley met. It was because of a late reschedule, and who knew at that time it was going to be such a big factor over the course of the season, but it has been. So basically whoever wins tonight is going to get all the marbles in terms of the 4A Southwest. And so, yeah, big games tonight. One of the great fun electric venues for Wyoming High School basketball. Strap in. It's going to be a couple of great games tonight.
Lady Braves on the way next. Varsity boys to follow with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. It's always a good one in Evanston when the Braves and the Red Devils get together. Coming up on our countdown to tip-off coverage, have your Crimson Corner, your roundup, recap the rivalry records watch, courtside with Millie Kazare tonight, keys to the game, national anthem, and tip-off. When we come back, I had the chance earlier this week to catch up with Star Valley Junior Livy Kleeman. That's your player spotlight with Schwab Mortuary on the way next on the SVI Sports Network.
Tucked away in majestic western Wyoming is Lincoln County School District Number 2. Our team provides excellent public education across 5 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 3 high schools where our staff receive the support they need to educate effectively. Right now, LCSD2 has several employment opportunities for the upcoming school year and other anticipated teacher openings coming available in the next few weeks. Be part of a caring team with LCSD2. Visit lcsd2.org today to apply.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
Food insecurity is the foundation to everything. Every 2 weeks, the paychecks come in and the bills go out. After rent, water, power, fuel, and every other bill is paid, my account is generally under $20 until the next paycheck. This leaves very little to no money to stock the pantry with groceries for our family. But with the help from the Afton Food Pantry, I did not have to pick and choose between paying my bills or buying groceries. They lovingly opened their doors to my family and I when we needed it the most.
The First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off continues with today's Player Spotlight, presented by Schwab Mortuary in Afton.
Our player spotlight on our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, and Livy Kleeman, a junior for the Star Valley Lady Braves, joining us today. Livy, a fantastic weekend for Lady Braves basketball. Wins on the road against Kelly Walsh and Natrona. First ever time the Lady Braves have beaten Natrona. What was that moment like for you guys?
It was pretty cool. It was our Cade's first time winning against Natrona his whole coaching career. So after the game, we kind of just celebrated with him, and it was pretty cool.
That's got to be one of your favorite memories, right?
Yep, for sure.
To get that. Yeah. The way you guys did it, how did it happen? Because they took it to you when they came here. How did you guys take it to them?
We just prepared a lot for it. We kind of knew what we were expecting with like the posts and stuff, so we just worked hard in practice and just, yeah.
Livy Kleeman, our player spotlight on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Livy, you guys have Evanston. What are you guys working on as you head back into quad play?
Just making sure that we work hard and we know how Evanston is, so we're gonna just dive deeper and I don't know. Our word of the week this week is energetic, so we're just gonna make sure we bring the energy and
Perfect. No, that's great. That's great. Livy, defense has been such a strong focus for Star Valley girls basketball for a long time. How do you feel that you specifically contribute to that defensive effort?
Just working hard on the post and making sure the posts don't get the ball, and when they do get the ball, just work hard and make sure that they don't score and stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Livy Kleeman, our player spotlight. All right, when you're not playing basketball, what else do you like to do?
I love to hunt, fish, and be with family and friends. Just, hunting and fishing.
Biggest fish you've ever caught?
I haven't been fishing for a while, but yeah.
No, that's all good.
Yep.
It's all good. Do you have a favorite hunting spot?
We hunt up action a lot.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. How about right now? I know that the trimester is almost over, but what has been your favorite class this trimester?
Probably the yearbook, because it's the easiest and it's fun.
Nice. I like that. Okay. Plans after high school? You still have some time, of course, just being a junior.
I want to go to college in Dillon, Montana, and elementary education. So,
perfect.
Yep.
Livy, what is your favorite movie?
Ooh, I don't know. I watch a lot of movies.
I
don't know.
Do you like horror? Do you like fantasy? What kind of movies do you like?
I kind of like horror
All
sometimes.
right. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Fruity Pebbles.
Nice. Austin, that's Livy Kleeman, our player spotlight on SVI.
Food insecurity is the foundation to everything. Every 2 weeks, the paychecks come in and the bills go out. After rent, water, power, fuel, and every other bill is paid, my account is generally under $20 until the next paycheck. This leaves very little to no money to stock the pantry with groceries for our family. But with the help from the Afton Food Pantry, I did not have to pick and choose between paying my bills or buying groceries. They lovingly opened their doors to my family and I when we needed it the most.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefootandankle.clinic. That's alpinefootandankle.clinic.
The LCSD2 Transportation Department is currently hiring for multiple positions. Work part-time as a bus aide, starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time mechanics are also needed, starting at $27 per hour, with medical, dental, and vision benefits, along with the Wyoming retirement system. Activity bus drivers are also needed, starting at $25 per hour with benefits, or become a daily route bus driver starting at $22 per hour, only during the school year. To learn more and apply, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Lady Braves basketball in Evanston tonight for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Duke Dansdale, Larrington, and the SVI Sports crew here with you. Thank you for joining us as we are just 5 minutes away from tip-off time. Here's the Crimson Corner presented by the University of Wyoming.
It's a big weekend for wrestling as the boys wrestling 4A West is in Star Valley. That's a one-day tournament that starts tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. So get there and watch the wrestlers. Should be a heck of a tournament, quite honestly. The girls 4A West, or the girls Western Conference, I should say, is going to be right here in Evanston. That's a 2-day tournament starting tomorrow afternoon. Basketball, they got tomorrow off, and then they'll be in Riverton on Saturday. So that's a little bit different this week. And then you got indoor track. They're competing at the Simplot Games in Pocatello. That's a look at your Crimson Corner, brought to you by the University of Wyoming.
Find your reason to be a Cowboy. Visit uwyo.edu. That's uwyo.edu. Some games of interest around the state on the girls' schedule. Here's the roundup with the help of Sunrise Engineering.
We do have a couple of games tonight. Riverton at Jackson. Cheyenne South is at Cheyenne East. Coming up tomorrow, Rock Springs at Natrona County. Number 3, Campbell County. Number 4, Sheridan. Green Rivers at Kelly Walsh. Laramie at Top Rank Central. And in 1A, number 2, Cokeville in a ranked matchup against number 5, Little Snake River. That's your roundup from Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. This has been a long-standing rivalry between these two programs. Star Valley and Evanston. Let's recap it with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
It's almost as old as I am. Going back to 1977, overall, Star Valley leads the series 64-31 here in Evanston. The Lady Braves lead at 28-13. The last time these two teams met was in January in Afton. That was a 44-36 Lady Braves victory. That's a look at your rivalry from Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. 3 minutes away from tip-off time at Evanston High School, and Millie Kazare is standing courtside with us tonight. She had the chance to catch up with Coach Cade Erickson and get his thoughts on the matchup tonight. Millie.
Coach said he's feeling a little bit nervous, as always, for this game. This is going to be one heck of a game, he told me. These are big games, and it doesn't matter what your record is. You just got to stay focused on the game. He told the girls that even though Evanston has a tough team and crowd, we've got to just have fun with it. It's one game at a time, you know. The past is in the past, and we've just got to keep moving forward, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA courtside report and the thoughts of Coach Cade Erickson heading into this one as Star Valley and Evanston get ready to go. Miles CPA and Afton Alpine get your best results possible with this tax season with the help of Miles CPA. You talk about those comments now. Star Valley is coming off what I feel is one of their best weekends in a long time for Lady Braves basketball. Defensively, you go out to Natrona and hold the Phillies to 8 points in the first half of play. That's outstanding, and so a lot to build on heading into this game today.
Well, and I would even argue it was a historical weekend. The Lady Braves did something no other Lady Braves program has ever done. They went out and won a Casper doubleheader, winning both of those games. That's never happened until this last weekend. This team was 1-8 at one point. Now they're 9-9. Playing as well as anybody in the Western Conference. That being said, if you think this game doesn't come down to the final 2 minutes, I think you're fooling yourself. It's going to be a long, hard-fought game tonight between these two rivalry teams.
It's a big one as you go back into Southwest Quad play. Star Valley in the driver's seat, but Evanston can take over with a win on their home court, so a big one for Lady Braves basketball. Star Valley will be without Cameron Mackey. The junior guard is out with illness tonight, so no number 4. We are told that we're going to see a little more Morgan McGee, the sophomore, stepping into that starting role today in place of Cameron out with the illness. Now let's take a look at the records watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
Well, this is the 96th meeting between these two teams. That's pretty historical. Looking at some of the trends, it's been all Star Valley lately. The Lady Braves have won 9 of the last 10. Evanston's win came in the season opener in December, as we've talked about. Star Valley has won the last 8 meetings in Evanston on their floor, dating back to 2014. So don't think the Lady Devils don't know that either. So I'm expecting a great game tonight. That's a look at your records watch from Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. Tip-off in about a minute from right now. Here's the assist to sell keys to the game.
Number 1, Lady Braves got to look for each other, make the extra pass, bump up those assist numbers. You got to knock down your open shots. Once you've done all the work, you got to capitalize on that. Number 3, they got to make their free throws tonight. I'm looking for at least 65%, and you got to take care of the ball. That probably should be key number 1 through 4. that's going to be paramount in a game like this. That's your assist to sell, keys to the game.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Matt DeJack have the keys to your next home. Visit assisttosellstarvalley.com. That is assisttosellstarvalley.com. We're going to send it down to the court as we wrap up our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off for the national anthem, presented in our broadcast by Hastings Ace Hardware, located in Afton, and proud supporters of sports broadcasts on SVI Media. Let's go courtside to PA in the national anthem.
As the greatest flag in the history of the world comes down from the rafters, we ask that you please remove cover and remain standing after our national anthem, which will be sung tonight by the Evanston High School Jazz Choir under the direction of Heather Blackwell, and remain standing until that flag is nestled back into the right.
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
Cambry Johnson, daughter of Jeff and Shawnee Johnson, senior, Afton, Wyoming.
Tori White, daughter of Trent and Tina White, senior, Dayton, Wyoming.
Austin Dagley, daughter of Kid and Debbie Dagley, senior, Fairview, Wyoming.
Emily Dana, daughter of Corey and Andrew Dana, senior, Ogden, Wyoming.
Mikkel Hatterley, daughter of Farron and Tara Hatterley, senior, Afton.
Ruby Hill, daughter of Andrew and Hudson Hill, junior, Smoot, Wyoming.
Ari Kilroy, daughter of Levi and Hillary Kilroy, junior, Afton, Wyoming.
Kira Allred, daughter of David and Tana Allred, junior, Bedford, Wyoming.
Libby Clayman, daughter of Barney and Charlie Clayman, junior, Afton, Wyoming. Raymond Mackey, daughter of Allie and Bridget Mackey, junior, Osmond, Wyoming. Amber Nelson, daughter of Val and Shayla Nelson, junior, Auburn, Wyoming.
Ariana Andres, daughter of Ivan Andres and Mireya Munoz, first parents Kevin and April, senior, Smith, Wyoming, Arriola, Smith.
Varsity roster for Lady Braves basketball presented by Mountain Star Products. Find them on Rocky Road in Afton. Plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, and more. That's Mountain Star Products. Lady Braves in the road, crimson and gold tonight at Evanston High School. Starting five being announced here first for the visiting Lady Braves.
And junior number 5, Ambry Nelson, along with number 15, Cambry Johnson, a senior. Another senior, number 21, is Emily Dana. A junior, Ruby Hill, number 24. And then sophomore, Morgan McGee, number 30, getting the start tonight in place of Cameron Mackey. Duke, you got to give her a lot of credit. This is probably a tough place to get your first ever varsity start. Lady Braves are coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Jason Kazair, Shaylin Hathaway, and Susan Darlington.
Starting five presented by Mountain Star Products. Visit them again on Rocky Road in Afton. Starting five being announced here at Evanston High School. A junior wearing number 2 is Emma Lonsway. Number 4, a junior, Madison Brown. Number 33, a sophomore, is Cassie Barker. Number 42, a junior, is Emerson Fessler. And number 51, a senior, Kiernan Simmons. Head coach Roy Barker for the Evanston Red Devils. In their home whites, Braves in the road crimson. And we are ready to roll here at Evanston High School. Again, a big one, Dow. Winner. Star Valley in the driver's seat in the Southwest Quad coming into this one, but it's a winner-take-all matchup as far as who's in control for the last 2 games of the season.
And that's all on top of the normal rivalry game stuff. So, yeah, this should be a great game.
Crowd starting to filter in as usual here at Evanston High. Official step center court. The ball is tipped into the hands of Evanston, and we are underway with the Red Devils taking control of the first possession of the game. They go quickly down to Barker, quickly to the rim, and quickly up for 2. 9 seconds into the game, it's 2-zip Devils on top.
Well, and Barker, their leading scorer, just a hair under 10 points a game on the latest Wild Prep stats.
Little pressure at the half court being put on by Evanston, results in a travel for Star Valley. Hill got caught up in the front court, and that will turn the ball over back to the Red Devils.
Couldn't ask for a better first 20 seconds. For the Devils, you get a strong layup and then force a turnover.
Evanston now working against the Lady Braves with a little pressure in the front court. Flick it over way over the head of her teammate and untouched and out of bounds, and Evanston returns the favor.
Thought maybe the ref owed her money or something. She threw it right at his head.
So Star Valley will inbound. They'll go back court, 30 seconds into the game. 2-0. Lady Braves trailing, but with the basketball. Lost the ball out of bounds again in the front court, but this time Lonsway tips it out, and Ambry Nelson will throw it in for the Lady Braves. She'll do so in front of that raucous student section of the home crowd for the Devils. Star Valley working the front court. McGee runs point, passes to Hill. Work around the arc. McGee fakes the 3, drives the angle, double teamed on the low block, pivots and spins around and kicks it outside. Nelson bounce up top to Dana and passes quickly to Johnson. Around the arc, they continue to work the basketball. Star Valley on the road with a minute into the game, trailing 2-0 against Evanston. Hill up top. McGee, left wing, lost it, collects it, picks it up off the court. Has her dribble if she wants it, but passes to Hill. Ruby wants to drive the right post. Double teamed on the elbow and passes back out to Dana. Clears it back outside again. Johnson goes baseline. Spins, lost the ball. Poked away by Brown. Evanston has possession of the backcourt with a 2-point lead.
Long possession there with no shot at all. Good defense from the Devils.
And then Johnson picks Brown's pocket on the other end, returns the favor, and it's Star Valley basketball back the other way.
See if the Lady Braves can find some room to work inside the paint.
McGee across the half court. Finds Dana, right side wing. Tries to go down low, but nobody home, and it's taken away by Evanston. Couple turnovers for Star Valley in their opening possession. And a travel in the backcourt on Evanston. Brown tried to wait for her teammate to get open and took a step or two before passing. So both teams pretty turnover prone here early in the game, a minute 51 into it.
There's a great angle right there from our kitty corner mic. You saw Cambry Nelson with the steal coming right into your living room.
Nelson has the screen from Hill to put her into the left side wing. Kicks it up top to Dana. 6 minutes to go in the first. Star Valley trails 2-0 in Evanston. Lady Brave basketball. McGee goes in, puts up the jumper, blocked at the low post. Swatted away by Barker, but recollected by Star Valley. Dribble drive take from Amber Nelson on the left angle, and she scores. That was off the block, and it's 2-0.
Good recovery there from Star Valley after that block.
Lady Braves back on defense, set up man-to-man against the Devil offense. 5:36 to go in the first period. No fouls called so far in the game, 0 for each team. Lady Braves on defense, working around the outside as Evanston continues to pass the ball. With it is Lonsway, tries to cross over, lost it, collects it, still has the dribble on the right elbow, and then gets tied up. A jump ball call. Ambry Nelson reaches in and ties up Lonsway on the elbow.
Well, that's kind of a curious sequence right there. Lonsway kind of lost the ball, and then she went and collected it, and Ambry, and then when she kind of hesitated again, Ambry pounced and forced the jump.
5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first period. Still tied at 1, Evanston, or tied at 2 in the first period. Red Devils in a half-court trap. Double teaming behind the timeline. Lady Braves break it. Pass down low to Dana. No dribble shot. And it's beautifully executed to find the open player down low to beat the double team.
Got the great pass from Ruby Hill, and Emily finishes. She's been on a tear this last 6 weeks or so.
Evanston down low on the baseline now. They trail by 2. 4:54 to play in the first period. Look to the low block. Double team ripped away by McGee. Star Valley basketball. McGee with the steal. Out in front. Half-court passes left short, and Evanston takes it right back.
Fessler comes up with that one.
Another steal, back-to-back. Work it right side to Fessler. Tries to bounce down low. Pulled up for Simmons, and she rolls it over the rim from the right side, low block.
That's going to be a tough matchup for the Lady Braves. Simmons got some size advantage down there, and she used it really well on that trip.
Tied back up at 4 points each, 4:20 to play in the first period. Still no fouls called. Lady Braves break that press, and again work it to the right side to Johnson. Down low, shot, no, but a foul. That's going to put McGee to the Riverside Dental free throw line, and Morgan will have 2 shots from the charity stripe.
You got to appreciate the aggressiveness here of McGee. She's already kind of been mixing it right up here. She's not afraid. Here on the other end, you can see that steal from McGee. And then on this end, going down low for that post shot. McGee to the free throw line. This one is too strong, no good.
She has one more. Clock is stopped at 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first period. 1 team foul on Evanston, not on Star Valley. We're tied at 4 still. Lady Braves at the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Morgan, 4 of 9 in varsity free throws this season, so just barely getting there. We'll see if she can get 1 of 2.
She does. Rolls it in. Lead back to Star Valley 5-4. Lady Braves full court press on the inbound. Devils get it to Brown. Works it to the right side. It's actually Cook with the dribble in the backcourt. Works against Dana across the timeline. Spins out of the circle. Picks up the dribble and tries to bounce it to the right, but it's tipped out of bounds. And then last touch by Fessler trying to save it off of her and into the Lady Braves bench. Star Valley basketball.
That one was affected by McGee again. Morgan's having a good first quarter start for her.
Again, getting the start in place of Mackey, who's out with illness today. McGee has it across the front court. The sophomore works it over to the left side, picks up the dribble and cross court to Johnson. Drives on the angle, kicks it down to Dana, who misses the layup. It was contested, but a rebound by Johnson, and she scores. A board and a bucket for Cambry to make it 7-4.
It's a great job by Cambry.
Cleaning it up. Off the offensive rebound, 3:30 to play in the first. Devils drive, Cook kicks it out and around the arc to Brown.
That was very nearly a kicked ball.
Tries to go down low to Cook, and it's knocked out by Star Valley. Stays with the Devils on the baseline.
Here's that last sequence. You can see Cambry dumping it off down to Emily. She's kind of in a tough spot, and then it caroms around, winds up back in the hands of Cambry, and she puts it up and in.
Devils inbounding down low with Lonsway. Lob up to the free throw line. Driving in Barker, puts up the right-hander on the left side. No good, but rebounded by West, and her putback is in. A board and a bucket on the offensive side for Anna Lee West. 1 point game.
Both of those post players for Evanston now into the scorebook.
3:05 to go in the first period. Nelson in the backcourt in trouble. Pivots with a pass to McGee across the timeline. Works to Dana, left side corner. Holds it. No shot. Bounce up to Nelson. 2:55 to play in the first. Star Valley up 7-6 with the basketball. Hill, right. Left side McGee, open for the 3. Takes the shot and missed it off the front rim, but rebounded by Dana. Dribbled and fouled, and no foul. She hits the deck. Thought she was tripped up. Official says off her own feet, apparently, and it's out of bounds off of Star Valley. Goes back to Evanston with the Lady Braves up by 1.
So full court pressure here. Tori White's going to come in and defend this inbounds play, or inbounds pass, I should say.
Lonsway collects the inbound, quickly goes up the right side against Nelson and across the timeline. Now sets the half-court offense. 2:35 to go in the first period. Just 1 foul called in the period. It's gone against Evanston. Lady Braves lead by 1, 7-6 on defense. Ball moving around the outside. Now down low and a reach-in foul. That will be called against Dana on the baseline.
And that was kind of off to the wing. Right before that, Fessler hit the deck, and Coach Barker wasn't too pleased about that no call.
Both teams now with 1 foul per piece. 2:26 to play in the first period. Ball moving around the arc and up top. Here's Cook. No shot left side. Mid-range jumpers away. No. Fight for the rebound out of bounds. Star Valley basketball. Last touch by Evanston's Anna Lee West. 2:18 to go in the first.
Been a good start here for both of these squads, and kind of settling in now.
Star Valley works it down to trying to go to Johnson, but it's knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Lady Braves on the baseline. 2:09 to go in the first period.
Good hustle there from Barker. Lady Braves were probably looking at a pretty good shot there.
Dana subbed out of the game. England subs in. Also Tori White into the game. White takes a quick 3, no good, but fight for the rebound. England getting tied up and a jump ball call. I believe arrow favors Evanston, and it does. Red Devil basketball. Star Valley will be in a full court press. England, Johnson, Nelson, White, and Hill on the floor right now for the Lady Braves. Cook across the half court. Dribbles over to the right side wing. Johnson picks her up. Forces the ball up top into the hands of Brown. England's on her defensively. Couple dribbles to the left side. Ball out left key. Barker drives. Kick out. Mid-range jumper from Lonsway. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded though by West. Evanston keeps it. Another kick out. 3. Too strong, no good. West tips it to a teammate before going out of bounds. That's Barker in the lane. Falls. Passes to West but travels first. And that turns it back over to Star Valley with 1:38 to go. First period, Star Valley by 1.
The one part of this sequence that I really want to point out was they were able to kind of force Barker more to the outside. It made that angle a little tighter for her to try and finish there. When she scored to start off the game, she had a better look, and Lady Braves have made that adjustment.
Star Valley then has the ball tipped in the front court, taken away again by Evanston on the still. Up to Madison Brown, left side wing. England pokes the ball loose, but Brown recollects it. Has it down to the left key to Barker. Drive, lost it, picked up by West. Put it up off the square and scores. Lead back to the Devils on the loose ball scramble. Up 8-7 now.
The other thing is whoever's on Annalie West and Kieran Simmons, they've got to deny that initial post position. They can't allow her to just stand there 5 feet from the basket. She'll kill you.
Star Valley works the half-court set. Left side is England. Lost it on the baseline. Pulled away by West. Evanston basketball. 55 to go in the first. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Barker and the Red Devils. We'll take a 30-second break. 8-7 Evanston on the SVI Sports Network.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
This is the SVI Sports Network, broadcasting live, Star Valley High School Sports.
Back after the Evanston Red Devil timeout. Devils on their home court with a 1-point lead, 55 seconds remaining in the first.
And the Lady Braves have got to improve their ball security in this first half. That was steal number 5 for Evanston in this first quarter. You're not going to win very many games giving up 20 steals.
Star Valley has a steal on their own on the inbound play. Nelson double teamed to the half court, breaks it, then poked away from behind. Evanston has it on the run. Lonsway against Hill to the rim, no good. West to follow, and she's fouled on the putback. Shot no good, but it will put Annalie West to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 shots.
Well, Annalie West already with 4 points and 3 rebounds before she even goes to the stripe here, so she's been an issue for the Lady Braves here in this opening stanza. On the season, 49% from the charity stripe. First free throw attempts of the game for the Red Devils.
First is away and off the inside left cylinder and ricochets out. 39.8 seconds remaining in the first period. Evanston to the line with a 1-point lead, up 8-7.
And Addie Krall comes in, number 30.
Second attempt away, no good. Fight for the rebound, tipped into the hands of Star Valley. With the rebound is Hatterley down the court. England for 3. Good, a swish for Avery England, and it's the lead back to Star Valley after the Wyoming Army National Guard triple.
First made 3 of the game.
10-8 Star Valley. Evanston basketball with 14 seconds remaining in the period. Bounce to the left elbow, back to the backboard. Hand off, driving in, angles. Brown, shot is up. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Nelson with 5 seconds. Double team to the baseline, in trouble. Dribbles out of it, 2-1, and she'll just throw it ahead as the buzzer sounds. Star Valley does not get the shot off, and after 1, it's been back and forth with Star Valley on top, 10-8 in Evanston on the SVI Sports Network.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Avail Valley Construction is hiring and a great place for high school seniors to enter the workforce after graduation. Multiple positions are open with competitive pay right out of high school. To learn more about a rewarding career for those of any age, visit availvalley.com.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
And now, back to the game with the SVI Sports Network.
Start of the second period at Evanston High School. Lady Braves in a battle as expected so far. 8 minutes in, and it's 10-8.
Been exactly what you're hoping for or what you thought you might see. If you're Coach Erickson, you're probably hoping for a few less turnovers here in the second quarter, but your team's up by 2.
And it is Star Valley basketball. Quickly to England. Kick out to Johnson. Corner 3 right side will be off the mark. Rebounded by McGee on the backside. Back to the backboard. Tries to kick it out, but it's tipped and stolen. Evanston Red Devil hits the deck hard, and a foul away from that collision down closer to the rim. Stops the clock at 7:43 to play in the seconds.
This foul's going to go against the Devils, I believe, on Lonsway, her first team foul. Yeah, Fessler hit the ground pretty hard and did a barrel roll too.
Inbound McGee, extra pass White, passes on the 3, drives the angle, and Torrey left it short. Fight for the rebound. Evanston will have it, and Torrey will be there to tie it up, but be a jump ball call and go back to the Red Devils.
I like the move there from Torrey, just was unable to finish it. Not sure maybe if a Evanston player got a hand on that on its way up, but I like the thought anyway from Torrey.
So Evanston basketball, 7:36 to play in the second period. Star Valley up 10-8. One team foul each early on. Evanston has Lonsway, tries to cross over, can't get the angle. Kick to Brown, right side, now down to the right side post. Barker drives, kick, long 2 in the corner. Back rim, no. Fight for the rebound, collision. Bodies hit the deck, and the loose ball will be tied up again. Everybody up and on their feet. Torrey White again gets tied up, and they'll say
it's going to be Evanston ball, or Star Valley ball, excuse me.
Evanston had the last arrow. I swear.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They're going to let.
Maybe we missed one.
Yeah,
somewhere.
we must have, because Evanston's inbounding here. Lonsway on the baseline. Lob into the paint, but stolen on the lob. They tried to go inside, but taken by Dana on the run. Wants to go coast to coast, split the D, lays it up and in. And a flopping warning against Evanston as well. What a play from Emily Dana. Went coast to coast, and look at this.
Yeah, and quite honestly, that's a great call from the official. No contact at all, as you can see on our replay. Man, that was a pretty move from Emily Dana, who just snagged that ball in the inbound.
Also another loose ball stolen. Go to Johnson, shot fake. Defense flies by and scores on the square.
Avery England with a beautiful steal, and then finding the open Cambry Johnson.
Lady Braves on a little run. They have a 6-point lead, largest of game, with 6:48 to play in the second period. Big plays on offense and defense. Then the ball poked loose out of bounds off of England's hands, and it stays with Evanston on their end.
Ambry Nelson going to check in and replace England. She gets a double high five. She deserves it.
Comes with 6:44 to play in the second. Evanston inbounds in front of the Star Valley bench. Goes to the low post, double team on the right key, and another jump ball call. Now this time it has to be Star Valley's, and it is.
You know, something I'm noticing, and I think it's sound strategy, for my opinion, the Lady Braves are basically kind of willing to give up that outside shot so long as Cassie Barker can't drive to the hole, and I think that's a smart decision. Barker could make it a long night if you give her an open lane to the 10.
Star Valley Lady Braves on top on the road. 14-8, 6:25 to play in the second. Here's a lob down to White, but then knocked out of bounds off of Barker. Stays with Star Valley on their end.
It's a good pass, though. Good hustle from Barker to knock it out of there, but it's an accurate pass down to Torrey.
Inbound outside and up and around the arc. Johnson drives the angle on the elbow. Kick out, extra pass, McGee for 3. No good, off the back iron. Collected by Simmons. Evanston rebound and basketball. Out in front to Fessler. Feed to the right key. Driving is Barker. Shot no. Tip rebound into the hands of Johnson. Star Valley basketball quickly down the court. Out in front to Dana. Left key. Stops, falls, and travels. Or out of bounds, rather. It's going to be Evanston basketball.
Back the other way, now Evanston option.
Here's this last sequence. You can see Emily. Probably a good no call there, but if you're a Star Valley fan, you're hoping for that whistle.
Comes with 5:55 to play in the second period. It's 14-8, Lady Braves on top. Red Devil basketball. Ball stolen and taken by Johnson. Almost tiptoed the side, but steps out of bounds. And Evanston keeps possession.
That's great effort, though, from Cambry. Look at her snag this, and then she tightrope. She only goes out of bounds by that much. Boy, an eyelash maybe.
And then stolen again by Dana on the inbound play. So an active defense here early again for the Lady Braves. Hill, left corner. Dribble to the angle. Kick up Johnson. Around the arc to Nelson. Looks inside, but nobody there. Bounces back up top to Hill. 5:28 to play in the second. Dana, three, good. A Wyoming Armor National Guard three ball for Emily Dana. And the Braves extend it to a 9-point lead.
Maybe it's just the angle we're on. I almost looked like a set shot from Emily Dana.
5:15 to play in the second. Lady Braves on a run in Evanston and up 17-8. Left side key is Simmons. Spins down the post, missed the shot. Rebound loose, collected by Nelson, who's then quickly fouled by Lonsway. Stops the clock at an even 5 minutes in the second period.
Here's that last sequence. Little jump there, but yeah, she just dialed in, knocked down the triple, and then forcing another turnover here is the Star Valley backcourt defense, which has kind of been their bread and butter over the last 6-7 weeks.
McGee in the backcourt. Some pressure at the half line, ahead to Hill, breaks the double team. Nelson pivoting, double team on the perimeter, up top to Hill. Dribbles right back to Nelson on the wing. Up top is Johnson, fakes and travels. Just the extra step on the shot fake before the travel, and it goes back to the Red Devils. 4 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the second period. Evanston inbounding in the backcourt. Barton will trigger. Nelson on her. Finds Fessler. Across the half court and sets the offense with 4:37 to play before halftime. The dribble drive on the angle. Shot went behind the backboard and out of bounds, untouched other than the shooter. Star Valley basketball.
Some contact there with Mikkel Hatterley. They don't call any contact either way and ends up out of bounds.
Star Valley again breaks the half-court press. Hand off to Johnson. She has the ball poked away, but collected by McGee. Back down to Johnson. Double team kick out. Hatterley through her hands. Tip loose out of bounds. Last touch by Evanston. Stays with Star Valley inbounding in front of the student section.
Some quick hands there, and also Julia Barton, number 12, coming in and getting her hand on the ball a couple of times.
Cambry Johnson looking from the side. Up top to McGee. 4:15 before halftime. Star Valley still up 17-8. 2 team fouls on Evanston, 1 on Star Valley. Johnson holds it on the left. Goes to Hatterley. Jabbing and dribbles to her left with a pass to Nelson and a moving screen call against Star Valley. We'll get Johnson on that and give the ball back to Evanston.
Let's see if we can't see what the official saw. Kind of gives her a little shove there.
Comes with 4:04 to play, second period. Now 2 team fouls each. Inbound to Fessler, feeds to Lonsway. Crossover move and makes it up the sideline across the timeline. Right side wing, lob into the paint to Barker. Kick out, open 3 is away, front rim no good. Barker tries to track down the loose rebound, can't get there.
This Devil team, they shoot their fair share of three-pointers, but they don't shoot nearly as many as some of the opponents the Lady Braves see a lot. As a team, though, they shoot just 18%. So I think the Lady Braves are basically going to say, we're going to wait till you start to hurt us with that before we really close out and get concerned with it.
Star Valley inbounds to Johnson. 3:45 to play in the second period. England across the half court, double team, throws up the head to Hatterley, out of bounds. It was touched by Evanston. It stays with the Lady Braves in front of the Evanston bench.
That's good brownie points for your coach right there. You dive right on the floor in front of Coach Barker. See what I did, Coach?
Nice. Nelson, front court, picks up the dribble, feeds behind to Johnson. Clock down to 3:30 before halftime. Both teams' offenses have
gone stale here in the last couple of possessions. Now an open three for Hatterley. Doesn't take it, though. Passes to Johnson. She'll dribble up top and cross court to Nelson. Deep on the right, feed into the corner. Hill lobs to the right key and knocked out of bounds by Evanston. Stays with the Lady Braves on the baseline.
That's a tough matchup down low for England against Barker. We'll see if they go back to that.
Hatterley subs out. Dana subs in. Johnson, Dana, England, Nelson, and Hill on the court right now for Star Valley. Inbound up top to Dana. Hands off to Nelson to run point. 3:10 to play in the second. Nelson pivots with a pass to England. Deep right, goes down to Hill, over her head and out of bounds. We'll see if Evanston touched it. They did. Stays with Star Valley.
That was pretty close, so that could have gone either way, and they're going to see it last touched by number 12, Barton. See what Coach Erickson draws up here.
Johnson inbounding baseline. Lob up top to England. Feeds to Nelson. Couple dribbles there. Squares things up to Dana. Jabs left. Holds the ball low and passes to Nelson. She has it above the left post. Now kicks it to above the right post. Johnson wants to drive. Angle. Got caught in the double team. Loose ball ripped away by Anna Lee West. Evanston basketball.
That's a tough window to try and get that ball through there.
2:43 to play before halftime. Evanston on the other end. Violet Cook on the outside. Passes to Brown. Defense is there. Works it back to the corner. Left side key. Barker. Drive shot. No, but a foul. Stops the clock at 2:32. That puts Cassie Barker to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 2 shots. Evanston down 17-8.
It's going to be foul number 2 on Dana. There's not been hardly any fouls in this game. But Dana's got 2 of them. We'll see if Coach Erickson pulls her out here. First one from Barker is no good.
Looks like Coach Erickson leaves everybody in. So Dana with the 2 fouls stays in with 2:32 to go before half.
Just say, Emily, don't pick up that third.
Second attempt from Barker. Too strong, no good. Dana almost had the rebound, lost it out of bounds. Stays with Evanston on their end after the missed free throw. And now Dana does come out. Tori White will sub her in. Evanston basketball. Brown on her baseline. 2.5 before halftime. Feed to the left key. Kick out up top, Brown. Back left post to West. She wants to drive, shoulder down, shot no good. Rebounded by the Lady Braves. Hill rips it out of the air. Feeds to Johnson, who goes to England up the right side on the run. Crosses the timeline. Lobs to Hill on the left block and clears it back up top. Johnson, top of the key. Kicks to Hill. Double teamed on the angle. Back to the backboard, bounce pass to England. Gets to the elbow and drives down the middle key. Flicked it up, rolled it in. England for 2 in the paint. And it's now an 11-point Star Valley lead.
That was a very assertive play there from Avery England. Good finish. She's got 5.
Evanston, now they try and go up front down the court to Brown. Lost the ball and out of bounds.
Shout out to our camera crew. Had to move out of the way on that one. Here's that last drive from Avery England. She somehow finds her way through there and gets the friendly bounce here in Uintah County.
Minute 46 to play before halftime. Lady Braves with an 11-point lead in Evanston, 19-8. 3 team fouls for Star Valley, 2 on the Red Devils. McGee across the half-court line for Star Valley. Works it right to White. On the wing. Now up top is Hill. Feed left, McGee. Goes in angle. Double team. Kick to England in the left corner. She can't drive. Nelson up top. Clock down to a minute 26 to play in the second. Right side is Hill. Looks inside, but nothing there. And around the arc they go. McGee on the left. Holds it. White up top, almost stripped, collected, and right, an extra pass into the corner. Johnson jabs and passes back to the right side to England. Drives, kick out, McGee, extra pass to White, goes baseline, under the rim, shot is up, blocked, maybe deflected, but rebounded by Neal. Shot fake, and then goes up, missed it, and it's knocked out of bounds. Stays with Star Valley down low. Nelson almost had that one in, but it just ricocheted off.
And Tori definitely kind of ran into some contact down there. Didn't get the whistle she was hoping for, but 61 seconds left in the half. Lady Braves with the chance to add to this 11-point lead.
Inbound to the left side corner. Clock rolling at 57 before half. McGee takes the 3 left corner off the back rim, up high, bounce off the rim again. No good, rebounded by White, and then she has the ball ripped out of her hands, taken away by West, and then a jump ball call is going to give the ball back to Star Valley. West, she's hurt. Took a shot on that one.
She got up, and she's definitely hurt, and That was probably close to like a stoppage. I'm not sure what happened.
She quickly comes to the bench and quickly walks back to the locker room, or at least to the trainer's table anyway. And so West out of the game. Evanston basketball, 48 seconds to go before halftime. Brown in the backcourt working against England. Passes up ahead, but through the hands of her teammate and stolen away by England, who recollects the ball and is fouled with 39.6 to go. Just a third team foul on the Red Devils, but it is Star Valley basketball.
Foul's going to go against Fessler. And checking in now is going to be number 51, Simmons.
What was our first period score?
It was 10-8.
Evanston hasn't scored in this period. 19-8, Star Valley on top. Defense, once again, an impressive performance by the Lady Braves. 30 seconds before halftime, they lead at 19-8 in Evanston. White Lady Braves spread the offense, passing around the perimeter, burning some time off the clock before halftime. Nelson, McGee, back to Nelson, deep in the front court, 15 seconds on the clock. McGee and Nelson playing pitch and catch.
The irony of using the clock down here in Evanston.
Right, here's the right side corner. Now up top, and Star Valley throws it away. They went backcourt, trying to save it in the backcourt was England. Pressure picked up on the outside a little, and Star Valley gives it back to Evanston with 3.3 before halftime.
That's still the right thing to do from Avery, though, because Evanston would have had a chance to get that and maybe go in and lay it up. So, yeah, it's a turnover, but at least you're forcing Evanston to inbound this ball and do something with 3.3 seconds.
See what Coach Barker calls here. He's going to have it inbounding in front of the Star Valley bench in the front court. Plenty of time for a quick pass or dribble. 3.3 seconds before halftime. Evanston trying to cut into a double-digit deficit. Here's a three in the corner. Way strong, no good. Rebounded is by nobody. It's actually just tipped around, no possession. And Star Valley's defense puts a second period shutout. They go into the locker room with the lead. Lady Braves in Evanston over the Devils at the half, 19-8, live on the SVI Sports Network.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Halftime coverage is made possible by Star Valley Health, supporting individuals, families, and our community in achieving their best health. Visit starvalleyhealth.org.
Advanced, local, and personalized. That is Star Valley Health with locations in Alpine, Afton, clinic locations in Thane, and even options here in Evanston for Star Valley Health. Visit them online at starvalleyhealth.org. Dow 19-8, second consecutive games. The Lady Braves have allowed 8 points through the first half of play, and in fact, no points allowed in that second period by the Braves defense.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot, but it's happened 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, especially to shut out your opponent for an entire quarter on their home court, that's pretty special. That being said, you better believe the Evanston Red Devils are going to come out very focused and motivated, so Star Valley's got to match their energy coming out in the third.
Lady Braves lead at 19-8. Let's dig into that score by the numbers with the help of the Battleston Brothers. Carpet 1, floor at home, halftime battle stats.
Well, not a ton of numbers, especially for the Devils, as we start with them. Annalie West had 4 and 4 in the first quarter, and then she had to have a seat. As you noticed, she came out kind of late in that second quarter with an injury. We don't know what that is. Hopefully she's able to come back, but she was kind of pacing the effort there early on. 2 points apiece for Kieran Simmons and Cassie Barker. Rebounding-wise, the Lady Braves winning that one 10-6. And steal-wise, 7-6 in favor of the Devils. And then free-throw-wise, free throws have basically been a non-factor in that first half. 1 of 2 for Star Valley, 0 for 4 for the Lady Devils. One big factor, the Lady Braves 2 of 7. 2 of 7 from the three-point line. So that's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Battleston Brothers, Carpet 1, floor at home. You can still take advantage of President's Day sale savings for a limited time while supplies last. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton is Battleston Brothers. Quality, price, and service. Lady Braves lead at 19-8 here on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Now let's see if we can give away a gift certificate to Star of 89 and Swirl in downtown Afton with our halftime trivia question.
Duke, I'm going to get right into that, but I realized I didn't give the Star Valley stats, so I'm going to come to that and come back to the trivia. Lady Braves with 7 points. That led the way. She picked up that second foul. 5 for Avery England off the bench, 4 for Cambry Johnson, 2 for Ambry Nelson, and 1 for Morgan McGee. The Lady Braves, as I said, 10 rebounds. Leading the way there was Ambry Nelson with 4. Now going to our trivia from the Star of 89. Who was Star Valley's leading scorer in the last meeting between these two teams? That game took place in January. Use the text-in number 307-203-4637. The first correct answer wins that gift certificate to Star of 89.
203-4637 at the half. Lady Braves winning on the road 19-8 on the SVI Sports Network.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Whether it's staying in touch with family, entertaining the kids, or connecting with your favorite sports team, Silver Star helps unlock the moments you live for. Connect to what matters most without lag, buffering, or dropped connections. Visit silverstar.com and discover frustration-free Wi-Fi from Silver Star today.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
At the half, Star Valley Health halftime show in Evanston. Lady Braves with the lead 19-8 over the home Lady Red Devils. Duke and Dow with you. Star Valley Health, advanced, local, and personalized online at starvalleyhealth.org. Now let's see how the Braves have done so far with the assist to sell keys to the game.
I was looking to make the extra pass. That was key number 1. I felt like the Lady Braves have done a pretty good job at that. Evanston's kind of locked down the paint at times, knocked down the open shots. The Lady Braves have hit a few of those. Key number 3, make your free throws. Right now, the Lady Braves are only 1 of 2, so that's kind of been a non-factor to this point. And then key number 4 was take care of the ball. Star Valley really struggled with that. I felt like in the first quarter, certainly tightened it up in the second quarter and able to build this 11-point lead. So that's a look at your keys to the game from Assist to Sell here at the half.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit AssistToSellStarValley.com. That is AssistToSellStarValley.com. Millie Kazare is courtside. She had the chance to get Coach Kate Erickson's thoughts on that first half. Let's send it down to Millie for the report.
I asked Coach what was on his mind. This is what he said. This is pretty ugly. Evanston is putting a little bit of halfway press on us. The girls just need to build that advancement without passing the ball back and forth so much. He hopes that when they get across that they run more offense. It's just turned into a cluster mess, he said. He's telling the girls he wants to see the ball rotate more on defense, and he wants the girls to go after the 50-50 balls and to keep up the hard work. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. That's the thoughts of Coach Erickson from that first half with the Miles CPA courtside report in Afton and in Alpine. Star Valley up 19-8 as we near the end of the Star Valley Health halftime show. Now let's see if we have a winner of that halftime trivia question.
And our question tonight was, who was Star Valley's leading scorer in the last meeting between these two teams? And the answer is Ambry Nelson. Ambry had 16 points in that 44-36 Star Valley win. And I believe we have a winner.
That we do. The first correct answer. Phone number ends in 3631. 3631. Congratulations. You are the first correct answer. You've won that trivia question and the gift certificate to Star of 89 and Swirl in downtown Afton. You can pick up your certificate from SBI Media anytime next week. That's it for the Star Valley Health halftime show. Coach Erickson's thoughts now, I think similar to ours. Lady Braves have a lead up by 11, but it did feel a little discombobulated at times, and Star Valley had maybe some turnovers that they'd like to clean up in the first half.
Yeah, for sure, but I also think maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes of that second quarter is exactly what Coach Erickson is looking for. Those deflections turning into turnovers, hitting the open shot, finding the open cutter to the basket, and I'm sure they talked about this. That being said, if you're going to be in an ugly game, you'd rather be the team that's up 11 at half than the other one.
Very valid, and it is Star Valley basketball to open up the second half of play. And here we go in the third period. Lady Braves leading 19-8. Winner takes control of the 4A Southwest District with 2 games remaining in the regular season. Star Valley working around the outside perimeter. Bounce out to the right. Dana works up top to Nelson. Looking down low to Hill, but she's covered. So back to Morgan McGee, who started tonight in place of the Cameron Mackey Sr., who's out with illness tonight.
And Evanston in a zone here to start the third quarter.
A little different from what we saw in the first half as Star Valley takes a 3 down the barrel. No good. Missed by Nelson. Ricochet rebound into the hands of Lonsway. On the run, out in front to Madison Brown. Kick out in transition to Fesler. And now they set the half-court offense. Dribble drive take on the right post. Off the square and in. And a quick start for the Red Devils. Lonsway for 2 to make it 19-10.
That's kind of the shot Lonsway likes to take, and she didn't find any success with that in the first half, but banks that one in here to start the third.
Evanston stays in the zone defense here on this possession. Star Valley breaks it down to Johnson, shot fake, and then they wave off the second shot. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Good shot fake by Johnson, and the defender got her on the way back down.
Here's a look at the Fall River Propane replay. Lonsway getting the runner off the glass. The foul went against Cassie Barker. That is her it's her first. Thought she had one before.
Johnson inbounds up top to Nelson. A minute 10 to go, or a minute 10 into the period. Nice feed to Dana, back to the backboard, too far under the rim, and clears it back out. Extra pass to Johnson, drives the left post, stopped halfway down, kicks it back up to Hill. On the right side elbow, works it over to the left. Here's a 3, Johnson takes it, bouncing on the rim and no good. Rebounded underneath by Fesler, and the Lady Braves go one and done again. Evanston down the court with Barker. Her turnaround jumper's in the lane, and Evanston has opened up the half on a 4-0 run.
Well, great post position there for Cassie Barker, and so that's an easy bucket for her. Lady Braves need to get back to what they were doing to deny that initial position.
So far, the zone defense that Coach Barker's gone into here has worked in the first couple of possessions.
Dana, another three down the barrel. Almost baked it in, and then it fell in. It popped up and then hit the bank again. That's a double bank for three.
How did that go down? It's a double doink.
Quickly, coast to coast, shot no good, put back no good, and a jump ball on the rebound. Arrow, I believe, is going to favor Evanston, and it does. Devils keep it. Here's a look at the Fall River Propane replay.
Yeah, watch the English Dana puts on this. Boy, I still don't know how that went in. I watched it twice now.
Ball tipped on the inbound by Nelson. She has the steal on the inbound play. Double teamed in trouble and somehow finds the outlet to Johnson. Cambry across the half-court line. Lady Braves up by 10. Johnson down the right post and fouled. I believe this is on the floor. Yes, it is. She tried to either flick up a shot or a pass.
Lonsway going to be whistled for a second. You got to appreciate Ambry right there, though she's in trouble. She showed this a lot in that Natrona game. She was able to kind of battle through some of those situations and either dribble her way out or find a teammate without turning the ball over. So good job there for Ambry. Second team foul on the Devils here with 5:41 in the quarter.
A quick timeout taken by Coach Erickson as Star Valley facing a 5-second violation on the inbound. We'll take the timeout as well. 5:41 to play in the third period. Back in 30 on SBI.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Let's get back to live coverage of Wyoming High School basketball live on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley basketball coming out of their first called time out of the game. 5:41 to play in the third. Lady Braves by 10 on the road.
And Evanston came out with those two buckets to score the first 4 points of the quarter, but big three-pointer from Dana.
Star Valley has it with Nelson. Bounce past the left side. Johnson holds it high. Back to Nelson, up top, ball poked away, but collects it in the front court. Outside the circle, drives and kicks to the left. 5:27 to play in the third period. Quickly around the arc, McGee down to Johnson. Now takes a three, air ball, that one out of bounds. McGee tries to save it, can't, and that goes back to the Red Devils.
Obviously, you're hoping that goes in if you're Cambry, but had a good open look, so you got to take it, and hopefully maybe next time she can knock it down.
Evanston's jumped into the zone, and Star Valley has another steal by Nelson on the inbound on their end of the court. Works to Johnson, drives in the lane, dumps it to Hill, and it's tipped out of bounds, but last touch by Hill. Evanston's gone into the zone, Dal, and it's really made it tough for Star Valley to get shots up in the paint.
Here you can see that steal from Ambry Nelson.
Another steal on the inbound. Nelson to the rim, fouled, and no good. But to the line goes Amber Nelson. She has been a terror on the inbound play. I think that's her fourth steal on an inbound.
And she's just basically just stepping right in front. Coach Young might need to talk to her about playing next year in the defensive backfield.
Right. Two from the Riverside Dental free throw line. The first one's in. Lead back to 11. 23-12 in favor of Star Valley, and 3 team fouls now on the Devils with still 5:10 to play in the third.
Ambry with 3 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals. That one no good.
Second free throw no good, but a ricochet rebound to Dana for the board off a missed free throw. Nelson with it. Crossover move, double team to the lane, picks up the dribble, now lost the ball and picked up by Evanston. Red Devils want to push the ball. Fesler in the front court will stop and now run the half-court offense with a pass to Brown. 4:50 remaining in the third. Cook left. Covered by Johnson. Pass up top to Fesler. Now to the right. To the right key. Double team. Kick back out. Ball loose, but saved before it goes backcourt. Evanston still has it. Cook to the right side. Johnson's on her. Stops the ball. Back up top to Brown. Wants to drive. No. Kick. 3. Off the back rim. No good. Rebounded though by Barker. Drives under the rim. Tries to bounce it out and touched before it goes out of bounds by Johnson. Stays with Evanston. They'll inbound on the side.
I will say if there's one player for Evanston you don't necessarily want to leave her wide open for a 3, it is Fesler. She's made 19 of them on the season.
Inbound to the corner to Fesler. No shot. She'll dribble up to the angle and kick it up top to Brown. 4:15 to play in the third. Lady Braves lead by 11. Angle drive for Cook. Nothing. Back to Brown. Work around up top. Fesler. McGee's on her defensively on the perimeter, forces the pass to Cook. She goes right side, Brown, no shot. Kick again to Cook. Nothing on the angle. Continuing to pass around the outside. Dribble drive, ball knocked loose but picked up by Brown, and a travel call on Brown. She may have got stepped on her ankle. She's going to stay out there, and it's Star Valley basketball.
Kind of an insult to injury right there. Called for the turnover, and your ankle hurts.
McGee and Dana sub out. White and England sub in for Star Valley. 3:49 to play in the third period. Star Valley basketball in the backcourt, working against some press being put on by Evanston. Evanston goes man-to-man in the press. We'll see if they drop back into the zone. Nelson, nice crossover move, wants to attack but can't. Evanston is going to stay in that zone, rotating with the ball. White, right key, stripped but fouled. It's going to be the fourth team foul on Evanston and put Tori White to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She was on her way up when the foul occurred.
Foul on Chesney Mackey, her first, but yeah, that's a 14 foul. Star Valley with 0. Tori to the line for the first time tonight. And that one no good.
Shout out to Tori. She's been interning with us the last few months and has been helping with a lot of pictures and social media. Trimester, I guess, ended today, so.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
We've really appreciated having her in the office.
Tori White, second free throw, no good, too strong. Rebounded by Evanston, 23-12. Devils go down the court quickly, extra pass under the rim. Shot, no good, but a foul. And Evanston goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line on the other end. Chesney Mackey in transition, draws the contact, and she's to the line.
Ruby Hill going to be whistled for that one, her first team foul with 3:27 to go in the quarter. Mackey coming into the weekend, just 3 of 12 in varsity free throws. That one's too strong, no good.
3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the third period. Lady Braves still up by 11 on the road in Evanston, 23-12.
Devils 0 for 5 from the line so far tonight.
Second free throw attempt for Mackey, too strong, bouncing on the rim, no good. Rebound loose and picked up by England for the board. Outlets to Johnson. Defensive pressure stays on her in the backcourt, running out of time with a pass to England, and they do find White, who gets across the timeline, goes down to Ruby Hill on the baseline, makes a move, drives, kick out, White fakes, she'll drive angle, in the rim, shot up, tough one, no, but a foul. And once again, Tori White to the Riverside Dental free throw line with 3:07 left in the third.
And that was going to be free throws no matter what, but definitely on the shot. Madison Brown picks up her first. Here's the Fall River Propane replay. Good strong move from Tori. See if she can go back and get herself some points here from the line.
First shot is off the mark, no good. Looks like McGee and Dana sub back in. Hill and Johnson will sub out. Nelson, England, and White stay. That foul does officially put Star Valley in the bonus with the 5th Evanston team foul. Second free throw is a swish. And it's good to give Star Valley their largest lead of the game, now up 24-12. Evanston up the right side, and now running the half-court offense led by Lonsway. Work around the arc, now to the elbow, thrown away, loose ball collected to the circle by Mackey. Evanston still has it. Mackey hesitates, drives, tough pass to the right block. Across the baseline, pass is out of bounds, and Star Valley defense forces another bad pass, and it's Lady Braves basketball.
Avery England, I just like how she plays. She just attacks on defense. She was clear out near midcourt, and she recovers. She gets a hand on this, forces a turnover. She's kind of a bulldog.
Little pressure in the backcourt put on by Evanston, but Nelson no trouble across the timeline as a front court screen. Defense picks it up, double team, ball knocked loose into the backcourt, but touched by Evanston. Now an Evanston charging foul. And 2 Evanston players run into each other. Both of them up and okay, but it is another Evanston foul and will be free throws for the Lady Braves.
Yeah, that's really aggressive in the backcourt, especially considering the Lady Braves are going to be shooting 2 free throws here, which now they're finally, here we go. Ambry Nelson knew it. She walked right to the line.
From the Riverside Dental free throw line, Nelson with 2 shots. And the first is good.
She's now 2 of 3 on the night. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 assist.
One more for the junior with 2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the third period. 25-12. Star Valley now up by 13. Missed the second. Rebound tipped out and collected by Star Valley, but a foul on the Lady Braves on the rebound. Or are they going to... I thought he pointed towards Evanston.
I thought he did too.
Oh, a lane violation. A lane violation on Evanston, so the free throw was missed.
It's got to be a foul because now Emily Dana's at the line.
Oh, yep, you're right. So after the free throw was missed, another Evanston foul.
Yeah, they're calling this on 21, Kinley Robinette. Free throw's good for Dana.
Star Valley extends the lead one more, up 26-12 now. 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the third period. That one halfway down, but no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Nelson. This time it does go to Evanston. Lady Braves up 26-12.
Dana with 11 points. Back when she made that witchcraft three-pointer, that put her into double digits.
Inbound play to Fessler across the half court with a pass to Barker. Drives the angle. Back to the backboard. Spin move. No, but a foul. He'll get Dana and Barker to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Third personal on Emily. Second team foul on the Lady Braves. Barker to the line where she's 0 for 2 tonight. In fact, the Devils are 0 for from the line as a team, 0 for 6.
This one is good. There's the offer off the board.
I kind of feel like I ruined that.
Johnson and Hatterley sub in for the Lady Braves. McGee, White, and England also on the court for Star Valley, with one more coming from the Riverside Dental free throw line for Cassie Barker, a sophomore averaging 10 points per game. Second free throw is good.
She's got 6 points.
26-14, lead down to 12. McGee in the backcourt with a pass to Hatterley. England across the timeline left side, lost the ball out of bounds, but knocked out of her hands off of Evanston.
And if you're Star Valley, you should continue to be aggressive here with those 5 team fouls. There's still a ton of time left in this quarter.
England inbounding backcourt to McGee. Across the timeline, working head-to-head against Lonsway. Feed to the right. Evanston back into the man-to-man defense after going zone to open up the half. White left. Up top is England. Deep around the perimeter. Star Valley with 2:03 remaining. Extra pass to England. Shot fake, drive, dumps it to White. Mid-range on the baseline. Off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and White will foul. Wrapping up Madison Brown, who had position.
First personal on Tori. That one just a little off the mark. Second personal on Tori, third team foul.
Tori will sub out after picking up her second. Ruby Hill back into the game. Lady Braves by 12. Evanston basketball, minute 54 to play in the third. A win here for Star Valley would give them a 2-game lead over Evanston. An Evanston win puts them in the driver's seat, holding the tiebreaker. Brown across the half court. Works it left to Cook. Drives baseline. Shut down, and a hand check foul called against Hatterley. Stops the clock with a minute 37 to go in the third period.
And that's team foul number 4. So Evanston will get to the line on the next foul.
Basically puts both teams in the bonus now. Inbound to Barker on the post. Spin move in the lane. Shot, no, but a foul. And back to the Riverside Dental free throw line goes Cassie Barker, the team's leading scorer.
Going to get Ruby Hill on that one, her second. So the foul count's kind of lopsided. That is evened up in a hurry as Cassie Barker heads back to the line. She made her last 2. She's 2 of 4 on the night. That one is in and out, no good.
Star Valley holds on to a 12-point advantage. Late third period, 26-14. A minute 34 remains in the third.
Just a sophomore, huh?
Yep.
She's going to be a handful. Cassie Barker is.
Free throw is short on that one. Rebounded by England. Ricocheted off the rim right to England. She wants to go coast to coast. Kicks to left in transition to McGee. And up top to Hatterley. Swing pass around the arc. Johnson holds the ball high. Work left. Hatterley to the corner to McGee. Tries to go into the lane, but a lot of white jerseys there. And it's stolen away by Evanston and then knocked out of bounds off of Star Valley. Stays or goes back to Evanston. Inbounding in the corner.
That was a steal by Kinley Robinette.
Evanston able to inbound to Brown. Pressure in the backcourt. Brown pivots, changes direction, crossover dribble, now behind her back and across the timeline. Good ball handling by Brown. Now she lost it, but picks it up before going out of bounds. Double team, kicked outside. Now extra pass down low and good off the square.
That was Robinette. She was wide open.
Down to a 10-point game now, 26-16. 50 seconds remains in the third period. Evanston has put up 8 points in the third after being held scoreless in the second. Hatterley to the right side, Johnson. Lady Braves work the perimeter with the lead and up with 38 seconds to go in the third period. Ball tipped, but recollected by McGee. Star Valley still has possession. Hill deep on the left wing. Jabs left, dribbles right, squares things up top. Back to Hatterley. Feeds down low to Johnson. No dribble shot, missed, but fouled.
Good cut there from Cambry, forcing Fessler to commit that foul, and we'll see if Cambry can hit those shots coming up.
Clock is stopped at 24.2 seconds to play in this third period. Both teams in the bonus as Johnson sends it from the Riverside Dental free throw line and splashes it in. 27-16 now, Star Valley on top.
5 points now for Cambry, looking for number 6, and no good.
Missed that one, rebounded by Simmons. Evanston basketball. A little pressure back there, but they clear it out. Go left to Fessler. Dribble drive in the lane, no, but a foul. And that will stop the clock at 14.9 and put Emerson Fessler to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Boy, the foul's really piling up here on both of these teams. That's foul number 3 on Hatterley. Fessler heading to the free throw line for the first time tonight. That one's good.
Lead down to 11, 27-16. Lady Braves still on top. Another shot from the charity stripe for Fessler. Shoot, score. 10-point game, 9-point game rather, 27-18. Johnston across the timeline, 10 seconds. Top of the floor, looking left, nobody open. Now able to go that way. Back down to Johnson, ball tipped, loose with 2 seconds. And still up for grabs, collected by Star Valley. They do get a shot off, but no good. And that takes us to the end of 3. Lady Braves leading in Evanston by 9, 27-18 on the SVI Sports Network.
For the last 40 years, my goal was to move to a place like this. And so now I moved here. I couldn't really do much of anything.
He's relatively young for hip arthritis and was limited significantly because of the pain. We decided that the best course would be proceeding with a hip replacement.
It was easy. It was just, I know it sounds strange, right, when you know what they do. One of the greatest things about moving to Star Valley has been Dr. Linford and Mountain West Orthopedic.
My name is Anna Altabo, and since I was young, Desi's dance studio has been like a second home to me. Dance has always been my favorite language, and Desi's gave me the space to embrace it 100%. Whether it was ballet, tap, lyrical, or ballroom, I knew there were always 2 things I could count on: supportive instructors and lifelong friends. The confidence and identity I have today are all thanks to my time at the studio.
For more information and to get started, visit Desi'sDance.com.
Here's Duke Dance. Dal Erickson and the SVI Sports crew with more live coverage of Braves basketball.
USA and Canada tied 1-1 on the ice here in Evanston on the hardwood. At Star Valley leading at 27-18. Lady Braves with the basketball.
USA, USA.
Under 8 minutes remaining in the High Country Solutions fourth period of play. Star Valley's led by as many as 14. Evanston's cut it down to 9. Lady Braves try to attack. Can't get inside. Clear to McGee. Drives the angle. Floaters up. Too strong. Backside rebound by Dana. Missed it, but rebounded by Star Valley. And she is a jump ball call, rather, on the way back up. Nelson had it and gets sandwiched by Brown.
Couple of good shots, though. I like there were some angles opening up there for Star Valley off that weave, and just, couldn't get that one to go.
7:36 to play in the fourth period. Star Valley with backcourt pressure on the inbound. And almost stolen ball on the court. Nelson ties it up and gets the ball back with a jump ball. She has been a menace in the backcourt tonight.
Yeah, and that's an example of one that doesn't show up in the box score necessarily, but she still forced a turnover.
Nelson feeds to England. Back to Nelson. Looks it to the right to Johnson. Up top, England, shot fake, drive, splits the D, up, couldn't climb it over the rim, and rebounded by England. Dribbled off or rebounded by Evanston. Dribble on the foot, but loose ball to Brown. Red Devil basketball. Devils only down by 9. Ball poked away by guess who? Ambry Nelson, collected by McGee. Back to Nelson in the backcourt, and she'll work it across the timeline, center court. Here's Dana, 3, corner, off the rim, no. Rebound up for grabs, and Dana tracks it down, clear up on top.
Wow. That's actually Emily's first miss from 3. She had been 2 for 2.
England up top. Feed to Nelson. Now England has the ball poked away but recollected. Looks at right, poked away again, but collected by England, and now back to Dana. And that time it's a foul on Evanston.
Well, it's been a pretty physical 20 seconds or so, and the official that time said, all right, I've had enough of that.
Stops the clock at 6:32 to go in the High Country Solutions fourth quarter.
Second personal on Brown, first team foul on the Devils here in the fourth quarter.
Star Valley inbounding in front of their own bench, front court sideline with a 9-point lead in Evanston, 27-18. England works it to the left. Feeds to Nelson, holds it high, couple dribbles, back behind her to England. Defense is on her. Evanston in the man-to-man, strong angle drive, shot no good, rebounded by the Red Devils. Evanston up the sideline and taken away by Nelson again. She wants to attack, bounce down low, left side layup is in.
Wow.
A steal and assist for Ambry Nelson to Dana.
I think you already touched on it, Duke. She's a menace.
29-18. Now it's still at the half court, almost by England, but recollected by Evanston. Madison Brown with it. And then Nelson, another steal on the pass.
That's her 6th.
And then she's fouled in the backcourt by Violet Cook. Evanston has not had an answer for Ambry Nelson in this game. She has just been all over the basketball.
Well, probably causing some frustration as well. Here's one. This isn't even the steal that we're talking about. Here's the steal and then the assist to Dana. Emily now with 13 points off that pass from Nelson.
Here's an inbound to England. Ran into McGee. England has still the ball after being poked away, still deep in the backcourt. Has to lob up to McGee, but too far out in front of her and out of bounds.
That would have been pretty tough for Morgan to track down.
Stops the clock at 5:35 to go in the fourth. Timeout taken by Coach Barker and the Red Devils. We'll take it as well. Lady Braves by 11. 5:35 to go in the fourth. Back in 60 on SVI.
Assist to Sell, the Realty team knows that buying and selling in our current market is expensive. Their full service assistance will save you thousands on your next real estate transaction. Call Mandy Jack or Ashley Cranny today to find out how. Meet your 2025 Star Valley Braves and Lady Braves. Scan the code for a complete roster with pictures and player information. Presented by the University of Wyoming and Star Valley Health. It's your 2025 Star Valley Braves. Save big during the Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor at Home President's Day sale. For a limited time, browse through 25,000 square feet of LVP listed at just $1.99 per square foot. Select carpet, including installation and cushion, is just $2.99 per square foot. Select tile, normally $4.99, is now just 99 cents. Carpet and LVP remnants are also 99 cents per square foot. Only while supplies last at Battleson Brothers, 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Time to go back to the court with more live coverage of Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming out of the Evanston timeout, Lady Braves on defense.
And the Lady Braves with an 11-point lead here. And Ambry Nelson has just been tough to handle tonight. 6 steals.
Quickly down the court goes Evanston Lonsway, who tries to lay it in. No, but a foul, and that puts her to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
They're going to get Nelson for that one. And just to kind of keep giving Ambry her flowers tonight, Duke, that's just her first foul. So, I mean, she has been a menace without fouling.
First free throw is missed by Lonsway. 1 more to go with 5:31 to play in the fourth period.
It has been not a good night at the free throw line for the Devils.
They trail by 11. That one's missed as well. 0 for 2 there.
That is their 10th miss at the line tonight. 4 of 14.
Johnson on the rebound. Goes to Nelson. Double team. Tough pass tipped at the half court and stolen by Evanston. Work to Barker across the timeline. Wants to drive. Floater up. Too strong. No good. Rebounded and a foul on the putback. No, a jump ball call. Going to stay with Evanston on their end.
So I didn't quite catch the number. Let's see if we can catch it on the Fall River Propane replay here. Looks like I missed it, but Barker was driving in with a lot of momentum. In a lot of those cases, you'll foul that person. Lady Braves stood there, and then they just kind of gave her some space. They made her create a tough shot, and she couldn't finish it. That's being smart with your defensive philosophy.
Here's a lob to Barker. Tough shot, spin around on the post, no good. Rebounded by Hill, triple team on the baseline, outlets to Nelson. Defense is on her now, up the right side. Double team to the half-court line, pivots in trouble, pivoting, needs some help, goes to Johnson and tipped out of bounds off of Evanston.
Bit of a volleyball spike there from Barker out of bounds. Checking back in for the Devils is going to be number 12. That is Julia Barton.
Johnson inbounds McGee, goes to Hill on the elbow, pivoting, back to the backboard, kick out. Johnson wants to drive, can't. Works it back outside to Hill. McGee up top, no shot, right to Dana. Back down low, McGee's bumped from behind and fouled. He'll be on the floor, and the third team foul on Evanston with 4:42 to play in the game.
Violet Cook going to be whistled for that one, her second.
Emily Dana will throw this one in baseline for Star Valley. Bounce to Johnson on the right, who's fouled, and just like that, 2 quick ones on Evanston. They have 4 team fouls, 4:41 still to play in the fourth.
Evanston's being really frantic with their defense, which I can understand, but they're putting out a lot of contact, and the officials are whistling them for it. That's team foul number 4. There's still 4:41 left in this game. That's going to be tough to overcome from a free throw standpoint.
Johnson up to McGee. Back to Dana, screen set, 3 on the way. Good, a swish for Emily Dana. A Wyoming Army National Guard triple, lead back to 14.
And that is her third one of the night. She's got 16 points.
Trouble for Evanston, and a travel call on the sideline. Trying to save it was Julia Barton, couldn't.
They can see passing it around, and Dana's been dialed in from distance tonight.
Lady Braves get it back with a 14-point advantage here in the High Country Solutions fourth quarter. 4:27 to play in the fourth. Inbound Johnson. McGee quickly right to Nelson. Wants to drive in the lane. No shot. Pivots and travels. That turns the ball back over to Evanston with 4:18 to go.
Ambry trying to find a teammate there. Just took that final back step, and got her for traveling.
Evanston trying to decide who will throw this one in. They settle on Madison Brown. Star Valley with pressure in the backcourt.
I would throw it to wherever number 5 is not.
They do just that. And then they don't do just that. They throw it to half court, taken away again by Ambry Nelson. Hands to Dana, feeds baseline, dribble, cross court, back out to McGee. Jumper baseline's good.
First field goal of the night. Great extra pass there from Cambry Johnson. In fact, she's had the last 2 assists.
Ball tipped by McGee and stolen. Works to Nelson in the lane. Euro rim.
Oh,
good.
wow.
Ambry to the rim that time for 2 after the McGee steal.
Lady Braves playing with a ton of confidence right now.
And then they get the ball right back. Tipped. Last touch by Evanston on the inbound. And I thought I saw official. It was last touch by Star Valley.
Here's this outlet pass stolen by Nelson on a couple possessions ago, and then the extra pass from Johnson to McGee.
A couple subs here by Coach Barker before the inbound. 3:47 to go in the fourth. It was down to a 9-point game, but Star Valley has gone on a little run here.
Yeah, they've broken this one open.
Yeah, 36-18. Evanston quickly down the court, too strong off the layup, no foul, rebounded by Dana. Emily has the ball poked away, but into the hands of McGee, front court, back to Dana. And she's fouled on the perimeter, 15 foul, bonus shots here for Emily Dana from the Riverside Dental free throw line. Will have shots the rest of the game with 3:31 to go in the fourth.
Well, if you're Coach Erickson, I think you would love to be in the position they're in right now, up 18 at the line with only 3.5 left in the game. Dana back to the free throw line where she's 1 of 2 tonight. Emily has just been automatic in terms of double-digit points scored.
Yep.
She makes that one. She's got 17 now in this game.
What a run for the Lady Braves defense over the last handful of games. Specifically Nelson today. It's just been outstanding. Second free throw, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Evanston. Stays with Star Valley.
Wow. Right now, if you're the Devils, you're thinking, what voodoo doll is getting pins stuck in it right now? They have just struggling to have possession of the ball.
Nelson tries to feed one in the lane, but it's knocked out of bounds by Evanston. Stays with Star Valley. 3:26 to go in the High Country Solutions fourth. Inbound is a lob to Hill. Up top and a handoff to Nelson. Right elbow, kick to the right to corner. Bounce on the baseline, ball tipped, and a kickball call against Evanston keeps possession with Star Valley.
Nearly a steal from Evanston, but the reason that ball kind of went up to where it was is, it was kicked.
Johnson will inbound for the Lady Braves. Looking, and lobs up to Nelson. Ambry gets tied up. We'll have a jump here. Yes, we will. Jump ball call. Arrow favors Star Valley. They'll keep it. Another inbound play with 3:16 to go in the fourth. Lady Braves leading at 37-18. Nelson tries the left post to the rim, scores with a foul. Now Ambry doing it on the offensive end to the line for the and one. 39-18. And here in this fourth period, Star Valley has just absolutely slammed the door and nailed it shut.
Look at that drive from the Fall River Propane replay, finishing with the left, the drive and the finish with the left hand. Free throw is no good.
Ricochets out of bounds on the rebound attempt. Last touch by Ruby Hill goes back to Evanston. 39-18, Star Valley suddenly up by 21 points after Evanston had cut it down to 9. Pressure on the inbound, tipped by Hill, stolen by Star Valley, down to Nelson, and she's fouled and will go back to the line.
And the steal numbers, Duke, up to 16 for Star Valley. That one was tipped by Hill. McGee looking for Nelson, and now Ambry back to the line, and if she hits both of these, she'll be in double digits. 2 of 5 at the line tonight.
From the Riverside Dental free throw line, Ambry's good. Boy, she tied her shoes tonight, didn't she?
I'll tell you what, tight. If she hadn't, she'd have been jumping out of them all night, cutting and getting steals. 7 steals tonight. Who knows how many deflections.
Second free throw is good, got them both. 41-18.
So 10 points, 7 steals, 4 rebounds for Nelson tonight.
Barker, left side, no. Fight for the rebound. Nelson has it. Double team. Pivots and outlets with a dribble pass to McGee. Hesitates, passes to Johnson across the timeline. Johnson drives, kick, baseline to Hill. Good. It's just all working for the Lady Braves right now, and Evanston can't really get much going.
Third assist of the night for Cambry Johnson.
43-18. What a fourth period for Star Valley. 2.5 to go in the game. Evanston in the lane, nice move and in, much needed for the Red Devils. They drop it in.
Robinette comes in, that's her second field goal. She's got 4 points off the bench.
Makes it 43-20. Star Valley across the half court with Nelson. And a timeout taken by Coach Kate Erickson. We'll take it as well. Lady Braves lead it by 23 down the stretch. 2:13 to go in the game. Back in 60 on SBI.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
And our meals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
You're watching Star Valley High School basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley on their way to another win on the road with an impressive performance, offensive and defense. Star Valley basketball out of their own timeout, leading at 43-20 in Evanston. 2:10 to go in the High Country Solutions fourth quarter. Amber Nelson dribbles off her ankle and taken away by Evanston. Red Devil basketball in the front court. Work to Fessler, left side Barton, and the Red Devils run the half-court offense.
Lonsway coming away with that steal.
Unforced turnover by Evanston off the hands and out of bounds off of Violet Cook.
You can just feel the frustration coming off Evanston, particularly their backcourt. They're ready for this one to just about be over.
It just about is. 1:53 to go. Feed to McGee in the front court. Left side Johnson. Double team back to McGee. Offensive spread for the Star Valley. Lady Braves up 43-20. 1:37 to go in the fourth. Double team. Ball loose. In ricochet on the court. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout call by Coach Barker.
No, they're going to call a foul.
Okay, it is.
They're going to call a foul on Violet Cook, which I think is her fourth.
It's got to be against Star Valley against Evanston basketball.
Oh, excuse me. Ambry Nelson. Got my fives mixed up. I apologize.
And a high pass is tracked down on the side by Evanston. Red Devils keep possession with Lonsway. Working. Down low to Cook. Drives in the lane. Tough shot. No good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Johnson. Then bumped and lost it out of bounds. But knocked out off of Evanston. Star Valley basketball. 1:21 to go in the fourth period. It's 43-20. Star Valley inbounds to Hatterley. Pressure in the backcourt. Lob to McGee. Quickly down to White. Open layup in for two in transition. Lady Braves beat the pressure and make it 25-point game. 1:05 to go. Dribble drive. Split the D. Shot no, but a foul. It's going to put Cassie Barker to the Riverside Dental free throw line for the Devils with 1:04 remaining.
Foul going to go against Tori White, her third team foul. Barker to the line where she's 2 of 6 tonight. She'll get 2 more here.
First is away and good. 45-21. 1:04 remaining in the High Country Solutions fourth period. One more for Cassie. Again, just a sophomore, averaging 10 points per game. She's the team's leading scorer right now.
Got 7 right now, and she'll stay there.
White rebounds on the miss. Star Valley basketball, 60 seconds remains. Nelson to Johnson. Great pass to McGee, who scores. Caught it and passed it all in the air in one motion to McGee for 2. That was a great assist.
That is the 4th assist for Cambry Johnson tonight.
And then it's still in the lane by Johnson on the other end. Cambry dribbles, has some room, one-on-one, and will wisely just stop and burn clock. Now White finds a seam. She'll drive, lost the ball, picked it back up, and passes outside to Johnson. Nelson spins and clears it back outside. Clock at 30 seconds to go in the game. Lady Braves going to win it 47-21 the score. Wow. And another impressive outing for Star Valley girls basketball.
I think this was it 28-19 at one point?
Yeah, it was a 9-point game. And Star Valley just turned on the turbo jets from there. Johnson with 9, 8. Evanston not fouling, not pressuring, and that's it. White can dribble out the ball, passes to McGee. She'll hold it with 2, 1, and there's your final. Star Valley, a win on the road. 47-21 is your final score. Another suffocating defensive outing for the Lady Braves on the road. Star Valley will jump up to above 500 after being 1-8 earlier on in the season. Star Valley is now 10-9, and most importantly, 4-0 inside the 4A Southwest District. Evanston Red Devils drop down to 8-12 overall and 2-2 inside the 4A Southwest. Silver Star post-game coverage coming your way right now. Take flight to faster Wi-Fi. Learn how at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Lady Braves with the road win in Evanston, 47-21 your final. Coming up in post-game coverage, we'll have your battle stats with Battleson Brothers Flooring. We'll have Coach Kate Erickson down on the court with Millie Kazare in just a few moments. And we'll have your player of the game.
as well, presented by Star Valley Skidoo. Lady Braves are off tomorrow night. They're going to hit the road again on Saturday and hope to put their defense on the bus to take on the Riverton Lady Wolverines on Saturday afternoon. That'll be at Riverton. Tip-off time, I believe, is scheduled for 3 o'clock on Saturday. Just about have Coach Kate Erickson ready to go with Millie Kazare down on the court for the Miles CPA Courtside Report, again located in Alpine and in Afton. Get your best tax results possible this tax season with the help of Miles CPA. Millie, take it away.
Okay, Coach. So, what are some of the biggest strengths you saw in the team tonight?
Our defense was huge, especially there in the fourth quarter. That's what we've been pushing hard is conditioning, and it showed. And, I don't know, there's a run that they hardly had a chance to even get across half court. And then when we do that, our offense runs so much better. The energy's there, the confidence. And so if we can continue with our full court defense and stay gritty like we have been, it's going to be a good thing for us.
I agree. So how do you feel about the team's overall performance?
You know what? To be honest, first 3 quarters, I was kind of frustrated. We had a hard time. Our passing wasn't in sync with each other. We were throwing it over the heads or we were trying to force it. We had the lead, but still as a coach, I critique things so much. But our defense is just huge in what it does.
Awesome. So the fourth quarter was crazy. What was that all about?
We wanted to win, and I made a goal for the girls that I didn't want them to get above 20 points, and man, they dug in and they fought, and when we did that, it just created a lot of defensive scoring points for us in the transition. They started moving the ball better. We changed our offense up a little bit, and it gave the girls a little bit more freedom, so that was a good thing. Sometimes they do well with that, and sometimes they don't, and tonight they did.
Yes, I agree. Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Back to you.
Very nicely done, Millie Kazare with Coach Kate Erickson and the Miles CPA Courtside Report. Now let's jump into the stats of this one, presented by Battlesome Brothers.
I got the Millie seal of approval right there at the end of that. Looking at the numbers, for the Devils, 7 points, 3 rebounds for Cassie Parker, 4 for Annalie West, 4 rebounds. She never did come back in, I don't believe, Duke. If she did, it was very limited time, so hopefully she can come back and finish the season strong. Kinley Robinette coming off the bench and scoring 4 points for the Devils. 2 points apiece for Kieran Simmons, Emerson Fessler, and Emma Lonsway. The Lady Braves win the rebounding battle tonight, 20-13. The Devils go 0 for 4 from the 3-point line and just 5 of 16 from the free throw line. Star Valley, another big night from their big 2, as it were. Emily Dana with 17 points, 5 rebounds. Emily 3 of 4 from beyond the arc tonight. And then Ambry Nelson with 10 points, 7 steals, and 5 rebounds to put a stuff the stat sheet there. And then a lot of girls just chipping in with 5 points. 5 points apiece from Avery England, Morgan McGee, Cambry Johnson. Cambry also with 4 assists tonight to go with 3 steals and 3 rebounds. Good night for her. Tori White finishes with 3. And Ruby Hill finishes with 2. The Lady Braves 4 of 13 from the 3-point line, 31%, and 9 of 19 from the free throw line at 47%. That's a look at your post-game battle stats.
Presented by Battlesome Brothers Carpet One, quality, price, and service, located a block south of the Arch in Afton. And now your player of the game was Star Valley Skidoo.
I mean, it's getting kind of hard to try and spread this around, of course, but I feel like you got to give it to Ambry Nelson tonight. We gave her a nickname. She's the menace. She 7 steals tonight. She was just hard for Evanston to handle. I felt like that really helped break this game open as the Lady Braves win it and put themselves in the driver's seat in the 4A Southwest.
Ambry Nelson, your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. Lady Braves with a road win, 47-21 over Evanston, and Star Valley above 500 and 4-0 in the driver's seat with a 2-game lead in the 4A Southwest District. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson, that's it for the Silver Star postgame show. Boys varsity game on the way next on the SBI Sports Network.